New home builders are lying to you, and let me tell you why. Hey, welcome back to the Living in Vancouver and Camas, Washington YouTube channel. I'm your host, Hannah Dubyne, and I'm super grateful you're here today because we're talking about new homes, new construction builds here in Clark County, Vancouver, Camas, Washington area, and I want to give you the scoop because the builders aren't always telling you the truth. If you have not been on our channel before, please feel free to subscribe and reach out to us if you're thinking about moving to the area. And of course, get on our Weekend Happenings with Hannah email list. We love sending out this custom email to you every week with, 3, 4, 5 fun events happening in the area and new listings. Okay, so let's talk about why builders are lying to you. And I'm not lying in my introduction. They don't always tell the truth. So I want to touch on a couple things that I've seen in my time as a realtor. The first thing is that builder listed prices are wrong, or they're really confusing. So you may be looking at homes online on Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, my website, whatever it is, and you see maybe a price range, or you ask me to get more information for you from the builder, and we find out that the price that's listed on the MLS on the listing and the actual price are different. Sometimes this is for good reason. It's because there's upgrades or there's changes they didn't input yet, but it can be really confusing for buyers when you're looking. Also, you don't know if a home is actually built or not. If you send that home to me, I'll definitely be able to tell you where that home is in the process, but there are some listings where they're catch-all listings. The builder puts a listing on the MLS and says basically, come build a home with us anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million, $1.5 million, whatever it is, and you can do whatever upgrades and we'll bring you through the process. There's some listings we call spec homes where maybe that house is in process of being built. The builders already chose the floor plan, all the upgrades, and you can only purchase it as is, but it's hard to tell where that home is in the process based off of the MLS listing. And there's other homes that are already completed, and maybe they took actual pictures of that exact home, but it's just not always clear. Secondly, you just can't trust what a builder says. Now, as a realtor myself here for many years in Clark County, I have spent a lot of time and energy making good relationships with the builder representatives in this area, especially the local and regional builders. I have someone at every company, 1, 2, maybe if it's a bigger company, 3 people that I really lean into, and they know I do good business, they know my clients follow through, and so with that, I'm able to pull some extra strings and get more concise information, but sometimes the builders, they just don't tell the truth. I would say this is more of a trend with the national builders, or they maybe go back on their word. And this is a trend with the national builders because the local and the regional builders, they don't just pick up and move to a different market. That's not their business model. So they have more on the line and they really have to keep their reputation good. If you want to know about my recommendations for which builders are good, which ones aren't, which builders might be a good fit for your needs, definitely feel free to call me. The third thing to know about builders in Vancouver, Washington area is that you're not going to probably save money by not using your own third-party realtor. Now, this is only for Clark County area. This might be different for other parts of the country or other builders in other areas, but mostly here, if you don't use a third-party realtor like myself, the builder is just going to pocket that money that they would have paid myself or my team, and you're not going to get representation. So they like it when you don't use an outside realtor because they don't pay the realtor and they don't have someone negotiating against them, because of course my job is to get you as many concessions as humanly possible, as much money as possible, but they're not going to pass that savings along to you. So my recommendation to you would be call me before you go on anyone's website, before you put any information in. You want to call me so we can have a conversation. The fourth thing I want to share with you is about the builder incentives. The builder incentives are a little bit of a sham, okay? So you've probably seen this if you're looking at new construction. They're offering $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, whatever the dollar amount is. Maybe they're offering a % of the sales price, but you have to use their preferred lender in order to get that incentive. Well, this is very common practice in new construction, and that lender and the builder, they have some sort of tie-in agreement on the back end. I don't know exactly what that tie-in agreement is. I don't have the privilege of knowing that information, and I'm sure it's different for every builder. In fact, some builders have their own mortgage company and they make money on the mortgage side too. but basically they're all kind of wrapping it in one price. If you don't take the builder incentives, you know, you're kind of silly, right? Why leave $30,000 on the table? The lender is not giving back all of that money. The lender doesn't make $30,000, not even close. They don't make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. So it's a back-end agreement. The fifth thing I want you to know about builders here in Southwest Washington area is about the warranty. New construction warranty is one of the reasons why people choose new construction, because it gives them a little bit more peace of mind, but the warranty only goes so far. So if you're someone who's really hands-off, you don't feel like you're handy around the house, it could be a good thing for you, but just know as a homeowner, you're still gonna have responsibilities. The standard warranty for new construction is a 2-10 warranty. So, and there's a 1 in there too. So like a 1-10 warranty is what they might call it. For 1 year, they're gonna cover workmanship. And so that's gonna be things that are more visual, door handles, light fixtures, drywall, caulking that's cracked, things like that that aren't imperative to the structure of the home. And they'll usually come back, every builder's a little bit different with their warranty process, but at 11 months or a year, they'll come back and they'll fix those things at your request. You usually have to reach out to do that. They don't necessarily want to come over and do it, but they will do that for you. After that 1 year is up, you can't just call up the builder to fix anything in your home. It is a home, and even if it's really high quality, things will inevitably over time break. And you know, the house settles. Here in Washington, our homes are built on crawl spaces and they ebb and flow with it getting warmer and colder outside. They expand, they contract. So just keep that in mind. The 2 part of the warranty is the systems of the home. So this would be things behind the walls like wiring, pipes, furnace, appliances, things like that. And so that's going to be covered for 2 years. After 10 years, you know, those items, they have a lifespan, and so inevitably they're going to need to get replaced or fixed. And of course, the builder's not going to cover that for you 10 years later. A lot of times, if something goes wrong with one of your home systems, such as your kitchen appliances, your HVAC, your AC, something like that, you're going to have to resort to the manufacturer's warranty. So you would, instead of contacting the builder, you would contact the Whirlpool, who made the stove, or Trane, who made the HVAC. The last part of the warranty is the 10 part, and that is the structural part. That is the part you never want to use. So it's in there, but people don't quite understand that you don't really use that part. You can't just submit a warranty request for 7, 8, 9, 10 years later. The builder is gonna fight you on that one, because if you're submitting a warranty request much later and it has to do with something structural in the home, it's probably going to cost a lot of money. This is where you maybe get into potential lawsuit territory. Of course, consult an attorney, because I'm not one. I am just an awesome realtor here in Southwest Washington. That is what you need to know about the warranties. With all this in mind, new construction is still an amazing option here in Southwest Washington. We have new construction in all price ranges from about $450 for attached townhomes right now, all the way up to, if you want to, you could spend $2 million, $3 million on a beautiful custom home. We do it all. So don't let this scare you too much, but you want to be prepared before you embark on a new construction journey. And if you give us a call, a text, an email, or DM us on Instagram, we're going to be able to help you before you start contacting the builders. Just realize that if you contact the builders first, it might hurt your ability to be represented by an outside realtor. And in most cases, right now, we are not going to cost you anything extra to work with. So reach out to us, sign up for our Weekend Happenings with Hannah email. We send it out every week, 3 to 5 awesome events right to your inbox and an awesome new listing. And we thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.